Hello everyone. So in this video we will learn about keywords, that is reserved words in Python, and identifiers, that is names given to the variable. So let's get started with the Python keywords. So what is Python keywords? So Python keywords are basically a reserved words in Python. So we cannot use a keyword as a variable name, function name, or any other identifiers. So they are used to define the syntax and the structure of Python language. So you can see, so Python keywords are special reserved words that have a specific meanings and purposes and cannot be used for anything but those specific purposes. So these keywords are always available, so you'll never have to import them in your code. So now let's explore more about this. Okay, as I told you, so keywords are the reserved words in Python. So in Python, so there are 33 keywords. Okay, when we are talking specifically with regard to this Python version, there is Python 3.7. In Python, so keywords are case sensitive, and we cannot use a keyword as a variable name, function name, or any other identifiers. So let's see some of the examples of keywords. So these are some of the examples of keyword like continue, for, with, while, or, right. So we can't use this as a variable. So variable in the sense I can't use like while equal to 1 because this is a reserved keywords, as I told you. So even like we have a true, you can see like we have so many keywords over here. So now let's understand what is a Python identifiers. So a identifier is basically a name given to the entities like class, functions, variables. Okay, so whenever we want to store some data, right? So basically we'll use the variables, right? So the name which is given to the variables or functions or classes, we call this as identifier. So it helps to differentiate so one entity from another, right? So I can store the multiple data, I can give a different names to that to the variables, right? So let's see some of the rules here, right? So identifiers can be a combination of letters in lowercase or uppercase, right? Or digits or underscore. So these are some of the examples. So an identifier cannot start with a digit. So like for example, one variable is invalid identifier, right? But variable one is a valid. So you need to remember, so we can't give a digit, okay? So in the beginning of an identifier. So keywords cannot be used in identifier, so which I have already told you. So we can't use special symbols like at the rate, exclamatory mark, or hash or dollar sign in our identifiers, and identifiers can be of any length. Okay, so these are some of the brief overview to understand what is Python identifiers and the Python keywords. So let's do a hands-on in the next video.